Hi YouTube, it's Amy. I'm very excited to record another gear video. I love gear videos. I hope you do too. Warning, this is a gear video. So Rachel and I have changed some of the different gear pieces that we're taking on our next section hike of the Appalachian Trail. It's going to be a lot colder this time than it was last summer when we had 80-degree weather and 60-degree nights. Now we're looking at teens and 20s at nights and 40s and 50s during the day for our week of hiking. So we're taking a lot of different gear pieces than we did last summer. So stay tuned if you're interested in seeing Rachel's new tent and my new pack and some of the other things that we're taking. Happy trails! Gear explosion of winter gear for our spring break 2019 section hike, where we do 6 days from the Georgia-North Carolina border up into Wyatt Gap. I added some technology this year. I'm going to be carrying the 1 pound DJI Osmo Mobile that fits my iPhone SE. It has a little tripod here that I will tape because it's so heavy, and this is the only tripod that can really mount it if you want to do a hyperlapse. So I'm also going to take my 1080p camera and my phone for pictures. I still don't have a 4K camera, but maybe by the summer I will have a 4K camera. And then I'm going to take my little friend here and use the little clicker to take selfies and things like that. Okay, this is my sleep system. I'm going to be taking my Enlightened Equipment quilt. It does have a sewn-in toe box, and I'm also taking an additional 1 pound down quilt blanket that I just bought online. And hopefully that should be, 2 pounds of down should be enough to keep me warm. I do take 1 strap to put underneath the pads. I will have 2 pads this year, which is a little bit extra, but I will be taking the THERM-A-REST XLITE, which is 14 ounces, and then this awesome new Mass Drop Climate V, Ultralight V. You can see the stats on here for that, and we'll be testing that out. I've decided that for my ideal sleep, I'm going to need this and this. I've tried it out, and I have an emergency blanket just in case. Additionally, I have 2 pillows. So I have the X pillow by Climate, as well as the Stuff Sack by Z-Packs with the fleece liner that I can put my sleeping bag in just to keep it dry inside my new pack. I'm taking my Big Agnes Fly Creek that I got up at Mountain Crossings in Neal's Gap. Here is a very light first aid kit and some hand sanitizer and my Petzl headlamp. I did upgrade my headlamp because I wanted the red light. My old one didn't have it. So this is the super light Petzl E-Light with the waterproof carrying case also. This is my anti-bug device that I will put next to my head in the event that we end up in a shelter, which hopefully we won't. Still going strong from last year, just in case. I do have the Z-Packs wallet, and I have the Z-Packs bear bag throwing kit. Rachel's taking a canister this year because she doesn't want to deal with critters. But in order to evade critters attacking my food and my trash, I will be taking a bunch of OPSAC bags. I did get 4 more. So I can use 1 for trash, 1 for toiletries, 1 for food inside the bear bag, and hopefully they won't get into that. I have my stove, and I'm bringing my bigger titanium pot this year. And I'm also bringing this guy that I got from Bill Jackson's Outfitters near St. Pete, just north of St. Pete, Florida. So this is an insulated mug that I can make my fake coffee in the morning. And then this was instrumental. Oh my gosh, I can't believe how useful this pot grabber was. It's so light, and it was just so helpful last year. And then I got my titanium spoon. So that's kind of my cook kit. Plus a gas canister, which I don't have right now. I did upgrade to the 3-liter Katadyn Be Free. It's way too heavy when you put 3 liters in it for me to use, but it's just really nice to have that, and instead of just this, it was like a 6/10 of a liter. It wasn't quite a full liter bladder, this one that I had. So I saw somebody with this. The Boy Scouts had this last year, so I did get it, and I could fill it up and just kind of let it drip. I don't have that extra kit that you can hang it with, which I wish I had, but it does have this handle to carry it, or this handle to hold it, so it's great. I do like it. I just don't fill it up the whole way. I just do about 2 liters because it gets really heavy. It's like almost 7 pounds when you fill the whole thing up. So these were my lock sack bags, and they're scent proof. They're patented for the military. They have a leak proof airtight seal. So they're waterproof to 200 feet. These are great. These are just great. And they have this crazy great scent proof plastic that they use. Okay, I did get a bandana. Hiker to town, hiker to trail. So I don't think we're gonna have to use that quite this winter because we are gonna flip flop our cars for this 6-day section, but we have it just in case. I have the seat, XLITE seat by THERM-A-REST Z seat, and then my handy umbrella, Swing Tech. This I can't get into the rain without that. It's just essential to keeping your head dry and cool. I picked up some Crocs because I lost my camp shoes on day 3 of our 2-week hike last year. I'm gonna bring my Ultra Gators. I have 3 pairs of Ultras that I got off of eBay. I'm not sure which pair I'm going to take at this point. The possum gloves from New Zealand. I have a pair of LO Bean wool camp socks that are just a little bit thicker to wear with my Crocs. I have a sports bra and a camp bra, 2 pairs of underwear. I'm gonna be hiking in this layer, which is Under Armour. These are my ski clothes. So I have Under Armour leggings and Under Armour base layer that like lets you sweat. You can see like it's a little bit cooler on that material there underneath the armpits. So I'll be hiking in that. And then I did bring some waterproof socks by Sealskins for in case we have any river crossings. I can throw these on real quick with my Crocs and keep my feet and my socks dry in this colder weather. I have a Patagonia shirt, and I'll just bring some cotton leggings for camp, for sleeping in. And then I've got in my Marmot jacket. And then I have the most exciting item of the day, which is my new Z-Pax Arc Blast. So I've been wanting a Z-Pax Arc Blast for 4 or 5 years now, and every time I see a gear video and someone has it, I get a little teary-eyed thinking, oh God, one day I'll have the Z-Pax Arc Blast. And so, you know, I bit the bullet, and I after a few months of saving, I did get a Z-Pax Arc Blast. So this is like the front of it. It's so light. I can't even like believe how light this is. And so you can see any of the awesome reviews on the Z-Pax Arc Blast. Basically, it's famous for this arc right here that keeps air off your back, and the carbon fiber Dyneema material that's waterproof here. And it's inside, it's all taped up so that it's waterproof. I do have a couple backup, systems for waterproofing, which is, the stuff sack over there for my bag, and a bunch of these OpSack bags. I got rid of my Sea to Summit waterproof bag. It was just too heavy. It was 3.5 ounces. I got rid of a lot of items, as you can see from last year, and I didn't include any of the cords that I will be taking, also my toiletries. As a female, I feel that, toiletries can be a little bit personal to each person, so I'm not gonna include what mine are. I will have toiletries. So here's just an overview of all of the winter gear that I'm taking, minus a couple of items for clothing for camp. I will also have a wool beanie for a hat, and my hiking socks, which I didn't include here. A pair of Zensa, and a pair of mid-ankle Darn Tough socks in case I like that cut better in the cold weather. So I'll have 3 different pairs of socks that I can play with for camp and for hiking. Hope you enjoyed my gear overview. Paring it down and cutting those grams out.
Hi, it's Rachel. I'm just going to take you guys briefly through the gear I'm going to be using on our spring break hike, which for us is a new experience because it's cold weather, so it'll be kind of like shoulder season in terms of what we need. So the gear's a little different. So I'll start with my sleeping bag. I have, actually don't know what this is called. I think it was a backcountry bed. It's rated to below freezing. It is a hybrid of some sort because it has a foot box, but it has like a opening where you can stick your feet out if you get overheated. And then it doesn't have a zipper. It has this kind of like comforter piece that tucks into it like tongue and groove, almost like a shoe sneaker. So it's down, it's super heavy, it's like 22 ounces, it's very fluffy. I'm hoping it'll keep me warm. I'm bringing a puffy down jacket for at camp and to hike out in the morning if I get cold, although if it gets wet it's useless, so probably not going to hike in it a whole lot. I have in this stuff sack the yellow one, that's my sleep clothes. It'll be like a pair of fleece pants and a long sleeve shirt and other essentials. I've got 2 sleep system options. I have the THERM-A-REST close cell foam pad, and then I have the THERM-A-REST blow up that I took over the summer. Right now the plan is to take both and layer them for warmth. It might be overkill, but I do not like being cold. So then we have a tent. This is actually not the tent I'm taking, but it's a stand-in for the one I'll be taking, which it is a single-walled tent. So that'll be my first time, and it has to be put up with trekking poles, so that'll be interesting. Yes, it's the bargain tent Dixie reviewed that kind of compared to the duplex.
Getting in is going to be a little tricky since there's a pole right there. It's really roomy at both ends, which is kind of nice. There's a pocket. I've definitely got head clearance at both ends, and then the lowest point's actually in the middle. And I've got these cool rings up at the top, so I can hang line from one end of the tent to the other if I really wanted to. Don't know what I'd use it for because it's pretty humid in here.
Then I've got my electronics bag, my first aid kit, which is more than a pound and Amy thinks is excessive, and my what I call my Bath and Body Works bag. It's got wet wipes, toothbrush, toothpaste, baby powder, deodorant, the essentials. I've got a bear canister because I am done with hanging bear bags. As you can see, it has almost all my food in it. I have to reorganize those 2 things. They take up too much space. I've got my camp stove, the MSR pocket rocket lighters, fuel, and 2 mugs, one for boiling water in and the other is insulated for drinking hot coffee. I've got, this is my IT band brace. I've still got the sit pad so that I can sit somewhere dry and warm when we stop for lunch or snacks, bug net, possum down gloves, and waterproof sealskin socks, plus a smart wool headband for hiking in. I don't have my hiking gear out, but I'll probably be hiking in pants and kind of like a long sleeve running shirt, plus a technical sweater that's polyester nylon blend. And then I've got water bags, water filter, an umbrella, probably not that umbrella because it weighs way too much, but a lighter weight option. We've got my pack cover. I'm gonna try out a rain skirt this time. I also brought rain pants. Again, I'm doubling up on some of my gear and it seems a little excessive, but I'm really worried about being cold. So the rain pants act as wind pants if I need some extra warmth while hiking. I have a rain jacket, not featured because it's currently drying. I just sprayed it with some waterproofing. I have my Croc flops here. Probably not going to take those. I'll probably actually get real Crocs, but at the moment that's the best I've got for camp shoes. And then I've got my pack, which is a Deuter. It's a 60 liter pack with a plus 10 capacity if you extend the neck up, which I will have to in order to fit the foam pad in. Still doubting myself on that. And then my toilet bag. So the only other things you're not really seeing are the water bottles that I'll have on either side of the pack for hydration, and then like little miscellaneous things. I've got an emergency whistle / compass / thermometer, and lots of hand sanitizer pretty much anywhere I can stash it. So that's all the gear, and it's ideally gonna all fit in my pack for our hike.